In this lesson, I am going to review exponent properties 1 and 2. Just a reminder that property 1 says when you multiply same base, you are adding exponents. Property 2 says when you're dividing same base, you are subtracting exponents. And remember, when you subtract, take bigger minus smaller, keep the answer where the bigger exponent is. So once we get through all the properties, I will teach you an order of operations of exponents. But since we're just combining 2 right now, the easiest thing to do first is put an equal sign with a fraction bar, if there is one, okay, and make sure that the bases are different on the top and bottom of the fraction. So they are in this case. So now I'm going to put our 1s above the W and the D because there aren't any there. We are now going to take care of the coefficients. So the 6 that's there, you are just going to rewrite because there aren't any other numbers on the top. So we're just going to rewrite that. Okay, and again, it's since the numerator and denominator don't have any bases repeating, we're now looking between the fraction bar. So let's take care of, let me make this smaller, our W's here. Okay, you're dividing same base, so we're going to subtract the exponents. 4 minus 1 is 3, so we're going to put on the bottom. That's where our bigger exponent is. Let's now look at our D. Okay, we're dividing same base, so we're going to subtract the exponents. 6 minus 1 is 5. Keep it on the bottom. That's where your bigger exponent is. Okay. Now everything's on the bottom. So remember when we did this a few months ago, you need your placeholder of 1 on top. That way we know that the answer does go in the denominator. Okay, so there's an example review of division, property 2. Okay, number 2 is a multiplication problem. So when you're multiplying same base, okay, the first thing you want to do is look at your coefficient. If those coefficients are different, you can multiply them together. So you would take 4 times 9 times 7 in your calculator. You're going to get 252. Okay, I cross those off. You're now looking at the D. Okay, so we're going to rewrite our base of D. When you multiply same base, you're adding the exponent. So 2 plus 6 plus 4 gives you 12. So your solution for 2 is 252 D to the 12th. Okay, number 3. We have a fraction bar. So when you see the fraction bar, remember, put an equal sign. Okay, keep your fraction bar there. Your 8 divided by 9 cannot be reduced any further. If you need to use your calculator to check, remember it's 8 divided by 9. Math, enter, enter. It cannot be reduced further. Your R, put a 1 on the bottom. Okay, so you're taking bigger minus smaller. 6 minus 1 is 5. So you're going to write your R to the 5th on the top. You know you're done because your bases are different. Okay, and eventually we will learn about and review negative exponents. And there are not any negative exponents in this problem. Okay, number 4. There's a fraction as a base in this one. So your entire base is 1 over R. Okay, so when you multiply same base, because it's a fraction, we are going to keep the parenthesis there. Okay, so we're just rewriting it as 1 over R, and then add your exponents. 4 plus 5 is 9. Okay, so even though it's a fraction base, you're still keeping it there. So that's your answer for number 4. Okay, number 5, we've done some like this. Number 5 is multiplying same base. Your bases are 2, so you're going to rewrite your base of 2 and add your exponent. Like I mentioned in the video, one of the videos from last week, a common mistake that I see here is students try to multiply the bases of 2 and change it to a 4. Just remember, you're always keeping the base the same. Okay, number 6, we see a fraction bar. So your first thing you're going to do is put equal sign with a fraction bar. We are going to reduce our coefficient. Okay, so look at your calculator, take 8 divided by 6, math, enter. You're getting 4/3. Okay, take your r, the bigger exponent's on top, so that's where the base is going to go. 4 minus 2 is 2, so keep it on top. Your c, I think that's a 6. Your c to the 6th is by itself, so you are just going to rewrite it. Okay, so hopefully that one makes sense. Again, you know you're done because the bases are different and we don't have any negative exponents. Okay, number 7. Okay, we see a fraction bar, so put equals with a fraction bar. 7 divided by 5, math, enter. Cannot be reduced any further, so we're going to rewrite it. Your d, the bigger exponent's on the bottom, so the answer is going to be on the bottom for the d. 6 minus 5 is 1. You do not have to have that 1 there, but you can. Number 8 is similar to the other fraction one we did. We see multiplication, so we're going to put equals. When you multiply the same base, you're adding exponents. The base is 1/9, so keep it in a fraction, just so you remember that that entire base is raised to the power of 6 plus 2 is 8. Okay. Number 9, we have 5/6 to the 6th times 5/6 to the 3rd. So another fraction one, keep your parentheses there. Rewrite your base of 5/6, which is the entire fraction. And then you're adding your exponent because, again, property 1 says when you multiply same base, we add the exponents. 6 plus 3 is 9. Okay, number 10, we see a division bar. So we're going to put equals with our fraction bar, division bar, same thing. Let's take care of our coefficient first. So type in your calculator 4 divided by 7, math, enter. That cannot be reduced any further. So we're going to keep that as 4/7. I'm going to put a 1 above the W on top. Okay, leave the W to the 4th there for now. Simplifying your W is property 2. When you divide same base, you're subtracting exponents. 4 minus 1 is 3. Keep your answer where the bigger exponent is, which is at the bottom. And then your R, we have R to the 5th over R to the 3rd. We're going to keep it where the bigger exponent is. So 5 minus 3 is 2. You know you're done because your bases are different. And again, we don't have negative exponents, which I will show you guys that, I'm thinking, next week. Okay, number 11 is multiplication. So you want to take care of your coefficient first. 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, I'm going to cross those off. Let's now look at the C. We have 2 C's. So we're following our property 1. When you multiply same base, you're adding your exponent. So it becomes C to the 6th. And then same thing with S. We're multiplying. So we're adding 3 plus 2, which is 5. Okay, number 12, we see a fraction bar division symbol. Okay, so first thing you're going to do is make your bar. I'm going to say that top number is B to the 6th. I know that's kind of hard to see. The bottom is B to the 2nd. So we're going to write the base of B on top. because that's where the bigger exponent is. 6 minus 2 is 4. So again, it stays in the numerator. If you want to put a 1 in the bottom as your placeholder, you can, but you do not have to. Your reduced answer is b to the 4th. Okay, so attached to the lesson for this week, there are 2 worksheets that look very similar to this note sheet that I just went over. So I'd like you to show your work, like we just did in the notes, on those 2 worksheets. Either write them on your iPad like I just did, or use your notebook. And then please submit in Google Classroom when you're done. Email me with any additional questions, and I will continue to make other videos for you guys if need be, or we'll do some more Zoom office hours. Hope all is well. Everyone have a good day.